Okay, so here's something wild. I want you to open your phone right now. Go ahead, I'll wait. Scroll to the bottom of your camera roll and look at that number. 10,000? 20,000 photos? No, 50,000 photos. Now let me ask you, when was the last time you actually felt one of those moments? I'm not talking about scrolling past it while you're bored. I mean the last time a photo triggered the smell of the air, the heat on your skin, or that specific weird knot in your stomach you had that day. Your camera roll isn't a gallery of your life, it's a cemetery. It's a 1 terabyte museum of things you've proactively forgotten. We've all been there, right? You're at a concert. The beat drops, and instead of looking at the stage, we look at the 6-inch screen of the stage. Our eyeballs have become mere tripod stands for a smartphone. It's the fireworks paradox. Look at any display and you'll see 500 people recording the exact same 10-second blast. We tell ourselves we're capturing the moment, but when was the last time you actually went back and watched a video of fireworks? Never. Nobody has. We're archiving a life we're too busy to live. We've developed cloud-based amnesia, a physiological cost for that save for later button. We treat the cloud like a biological delete button. The second you click record, your brain goes, oh, cool. The iPhone has this. I'm gonna go take a nap. When was the last time you remembered a sunset? Really remembered the depth of the purple without needing to check your phone to prove it happened? If you're struggling to answer, stay with me. This digital hoarding isn't just a modern quirk. It's a 2,400-year-old trap that a king once warned us about, and we fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Let's go back. 4th century BC, ancient Greece. Plato, the guy with the cave, wrote a dialogue called the Phaedrus. In it, he tells a story that sounds like a Silicon Valley product launch gone horribly wrong. An Egyptian god named Thoth, the god of inventions, shows up at the palace of King Thamus and presents his latest disruptive tech, writing. Thoth is basically the Steve Jobs of the ancient world. He says, "King, this invention is a medicine for memory and wisdom. People won't have to worry about forgetting anything ever again." But King Thamus wasn't buying the hype. He looked at Thoth and said, actually, this isn't a medicine for remembering, it's a medicine for reminding. He predicted that if people started relying on external marks, writing to store thoughts, they'd stop using their internal minds. They would have the show of wisdom without the reality of it. He called it hypomnesis, the externalization of memory. Plato was terrified that we'd become empty vessels, people who know things but haven't actually internalized them. Fast forward to today, and we are living in the ultimate hypomnesis. Our memories are no longer in our neurons, they're in data centers. We mistake having a 4K video of a mountain for the wisdom of having climbed it. We've traded the medicine of active biological memory for the reminding of a notification. When we outsource our past to the cloud, we aren't just saving space, we're hollowing out our own consciousness. We've become archivists of our own lives, standing on the sidelines, making sure the lighting is right for a memory we won't even have the hardware to process later. And if you think Plato was just being an old-school grump, wait until you hear the science. We found the neurological receipts to prove he was 100% right. This part blew my mind. There's something called the photo-taking impairment effect. Researchers at Fairfield University found that people who take photos of objects in a museum remember significantly fewer details than people who just looked at them. Why? Cognitive offloading. Your brain is an efficiency machine. The millisecond you think the phone has this, your brain proactively clicks delete on the organic memory to save energy. It's like your brain saying, why do the hard work of encoding sensory details when I can just point to a JPEG later? But a JPEG doesn't have an aura. That's a term from Walter Benjamin, a philosopher who argued that every unique moment has an aura, a here and now energy that can't be copied. When you film a live concert through your phone, you are literally killing the aura. You're turning a unique existential event into a standardized file. You aren't capturing the moment, you are using the moment as a sacrifice for the archive. You are paying for digital storage with your actual consciousness. We've entered a state of transactive memory. Your phone has become a parasitic hard drive for your brain. If the brain knows information is available elsewhere, it won't store it. This is why you don't know anyone's phone number anymore. But it's one thing to forget a specific, uncopyable vibration of your child's first laugh because you were too busy adjusting the exposure on your viewfinder. You have the file, you have the 1080p footage, but the biological connection, the wisdom of the experience that stayed in the camera, and it never made it into your soul. So how do we fix this? We don't have to throw our phones into the ocean. We just need to move from being archivists to being participants. It starts with the 10 minute aura rule. Next time you go somewhere beautiful, keep your phone in your pocket for the first 10 minutes. Force your brain to do the heavy lifting. Smell the air, feel the texture of the ground. Look at the way the light hits the dust. In Induvan a Brillius is the primary recorder, not the device. Second, try the one-shot ritual. Treat your smartphone like an old-school camera where you only have one frame left. Instead of taking 50 photos of your brunch, take exactly one. This forces selective attention. You have to actually look at the scene to decide which moment is the most aura-heavy. It turns photography from a mindless reflex into a philosophical choice. Finally, practice sensory encoding. At the end of every day, don't look at your photos. Instead, close your eyes and try to remember 3 things you felt that a camera could never store. The temperature of the wind, the specific pitch of a friend's voice. These are data points that no iPhone Pro Max can ever capture. These are the things that make a life feel like a life rather than just a collection of files. We have to remind our neurons that they are in charge, not the cloud storage plan. We're at a tipping point where we have to choose our role. Do you want to be the archivist of your life or a participant in it? Do you want the show of wisdom, the terabyte of images that look perfect but feel like nothing? Or do you want the reality of wisdom, the lived scar, the remembered heat? The messy, unrecordable truth of being alive? Plato's warning is more urgent now than it was 2,400 years ago. Every time you reach for your phone, you are making a trade. You are trading presence for a proxy. You are trading memory for a mark. But here's the good news. The world's best camera is still sitting right behind your eyes. It has infinite resolution. It records in 5D, including smell and emotion. And it has the best storage system ever designed, but only if you give it permission to watch. 20 years from now, you aren't going to look at your old cloud storage and feel a deep sense of peace. You're going to remember the things that you actually lived. So, put the phone down. For the next 10 minutes, just look. Don't frame it. Don't filter it. Just let the moment hit you. Because a life well lived isn't a collection of files. It's a collection of echoes inside your soul. And honestly, no JPEG can ever compete with that. So, 20 years from now, will you actually remember this discovery? Or will you just have a screenshot of it? Think about it. I'll see you in the next one.